The Tiger King. The Tiger King's summary in English. I request every student to listen to the story from beginning to end so that you can have a clear conception of the story. So let's start. The Maharaja of Pratibandhapuram is the hero of the story. He also came to be known as the Tiger King. As soon as he was born, the astrologers had foretold that one day the Tiger King would actually have to die. The 10-day-old prince addressed the astrologers as, "O wise prophets." He asked them to tell him the manner of his death. The chief astrologer said that death would come from the tiger. The prince growled, "Let tigers be aware." When the crown prince came of age at 20, his state came into his hands. There were many forests in the Pratibandhapuram state. He had tigers. They had tigers in them. The Maharajas started out on a tiger hunt. The Maharaja was thrilled when he killed his first tiger. He sent for the state astrologer. The old man said, "Your Majesty may kill 99 tigers in exactly the same manner, but you must be very careful with the 100th tiger." The astrologer promised to tear up all his books on astrology and set fire to them if he killed the 100th tiger. On listening to this comment, our Tiger King only smiled and sniggers at them, and believing that he would fulfill his desire completely. The state banned tiger hunting by anyone except the Maharaja to fulfill his ambition. The Maharaja vowed he would attend to all other matters only after killing the 100 tigers. Initially, the king seemed too well set to realize his ambition. He faced many dangers too in achieving this feat. Sometimes the bullet missed the mark. The tigers jumped upon him. He fought the beast with his bare hands. But each time it was Maharaja who won. Once he was in danger of losing his throne. It's high time. A high-ranking British officer visited Pratibandhapuram. He was very fond of hunting tigers and fond of being photographed with the tigers he had shot. He wished to hunt tigers in Pratibandhapuram. The Maharaja was firm in his resolve. He did not want to give the access. Only he refused the permission. Since he had prevented a British officer from fulfilling his desire, the Maharaja stood in great danger of losing his kingdom itself. The Maharaja and the Diwan held deliberations over this issue. After 50 expensive diamond rings of different designs were sent to the British officer's good lady. The king and the minister expected her to choose 1 or 2 rings and send the rest back. But she kept all of them and sent a letter of thanks. The Maharaja was happy that though he had lost 3 lakhs of rupees, he had managed to retain his kingdom, and thereby ensuring his belief that he will be the sole hunter to hunt the tigers. The Maharaja's tiger hunt continued to be highly successful. Within 10 years, he had killed 70 tigers. But then there was no tigers left in Pratibandhapuram forest. One day, the Maharaja sent for his Diwan and told him that the 30 tigers still remained to be shot down by his gun. He told the Diwan that he had decided to get married. The Diwan found the right girl from the state with a large number of tigers. Each time Maharaja Jang Bahadur visited his father-in-law, he killed 5 or 6 tigers. In this way, 99 tigers' skins adorned the walls of the reception hall in the Pratibandhapuram palace, and his wish is nearly fulfilled. Only 1 tiger is to be killed. There remained just 1 tiger to be killed to reach the figure of 100. But the tiger farms had now run dry, even in his father-in-law's kingdom. It became impossible to locate tigers anywhere, as Maharaja shot every tigers inside the jungle. The Maharaja was sunk in gloom. Soon he got a happy news. In his own state, Sheep began to disappear frequently from hillside village. Surely a tiger was at work. His hope began to swell. The villagers ran to inform the Maharaja, but the tiger was not easily found. The Maharaja refused to leave the forest until the tiger was found. Maharaja's anger and obstinacy rose higher. Many officers lost their jobs as he was determined to shoot the 100th tiger, and in the way, whoever hindered his mission would be fired, and thus many officers lost their jobs. One day the Tiger King was very angry. He called the Diwan and ordered him to double the land tax forthwith. The Diwan said that the people would become discontented. Then their state too would fall a prey to the Indian National Congress. The king asked the Diwan to resign. The Diwan felt afraid. He felt life returning to him only when he saw the tiger, which he had been brought from the People's Park in Madras and kept hidden in his house. At midnight, the town was sleeping in peace. The Diwan and his aged wife dragged the old tiger to the car and shoved it into the seat. The Diwan himself drove the car straight to the forest where Maharaja was hunting. Now the tiger refused to get out of the car. Somehow, the Diwan hauled the beast out of the car and pushed it down to the ground. On the following day, the same old tiger wandered into Maharaja's presence and stood there. It was the boundless joy that Maharaja took careful aim at the beast. The tiger fell in a crumpled heap. The Maharaja was happy that his vow to kill 100 tigers had been fulfilled. Ordering the tiger to be brought to the capital in grand procession, Maharaja left in his car. After the Maharaja left, the hunters went to take a closer look at the tiger. The tiger rolled his eyes and looked back at them. The men realized that the tiger was not dead. The bullet had missed it. It had fainted from the shock of the bullet whizzing past. One of the hunters took aim from a distance of 1 foot and shot the tiger. The dead tiger was taken in procession through the town and buried. A few days later, the 3rd birthday of Maharaja's son was celebrated. He wished to give him some special gift on his birthday. He spotted a wooden tiger in a toy shop and decided it was the perfect gift. The wooden tiger costs only 2 annas and a quarter, but the shopkeeper called it a bargain at 300 rupees. He praised it as an extremely rare example of craftsmanship. Actually, it had been carved by an unskilled carpenter. Its surface was rough. Tiny slivers of the wood stood up like quills all over it. When the Maharaja was playing with his son, one of those slivers pierced the Maharaja's right hand. He pulled it out with his left hand and continued to play with the prince. The next day, the infection flared in the Maharaja's right hand. In 4 days, it developed into a sore, emitting pus. It spread all over his arm. 3 famous surgeons were brought in from Madras. After holding a consultation, they decided to operate. The operation was successful, but the Maharaja died. In this manner, the 100th tiger took its final revenge upon the Tiger King.